Yo, what's up, Taurus? Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of March 2018. Taurus, we've got a lot of substantial astrology happening this month. We've got two full moons again. This also happened in January, so there was two full moons back in January, except one was a super blue blood moon. And this is really rare because the next time this is going to happen is 19 years from now, where you're going to have two full moons in two different calendar months in the same year. So that's two blue moons in 1 year. It's not going to happen again in 19 years. So the universe is saying there's something pretty important about these full moons that are occurring. And then we also have Jupiter, which is going to be going retrograde on March 8th. And then we have Mercury, which is going to be going retrograde on March 22nd. It's going to retrograde until mid-April, and the sun is going to be in this area for you, Taurus, throughout the month of March 2018. And this area has to do for you, it has to do with technology, it has to do with your friendships, it has to do with your social situation. And this is a really upbeat area for you, Taurus. So go out, have some fun throughout the month of March 2018, Taurus. And if there's any technology in your life that needs to be updated, then this is the time to do it. And the sun is going to shift on March 20th. It's going to move into an area for you that it's more about getting rest, and it's more about getting closure, and it has to do with secrets potentially for some of you. But those are the main themes for you, Taurus, for the month of March 2018. Now I'm going to talk about some more specific major astrological events that are set to occur this month and what they mean for you. Right off the bat, on March 1st, there's a full moon. This one has to do with your love life. So this is the first full moon of the two full moons that are set to occur this month. So this full moon has to do with your love life, Taurus. So there could be a shift in your love life potentially. I'm not saying, if you're single, I'm not saying someone's definitely going to come into your life for romance following the full moon on March 1st. But yeah, for some of you, potentially there may be somebody that pops up. So if you know somebody that you're interested in, then, make an effort to communicate with this person, to flirt with them. And for others of you, Taurus, if this doesn't have to do with your romantic situation, then potentially this has to do with, if you're an artist of some sort, this might be like some sort of creative endeavor coming to fruition. If you're a Taurus that has children, potentially this might have to do some sort of development regarding your children. Now, if you're coupled up, I'm not saying all Tauruses are going to go breaking up following the full moon on March 1st, but some of you might. I'm not saying that's not going to happen. So, there could be the select few of you Taurus who, enough is enough with what's happening in your romantic life. It's time for something different. If you have to break up, you have to break up. It is what it is. I'm not saying it's going to happen for all of you, but for some of you, it might. If your situation is a little bit more difficult, then potentially the universe has better plans for you, Taurus. Now, others of you, maybe you hit a little, you hit a bump. If you're coupled up, you're having a difficult time, you hit a bump, you go over it, you're good. It's going to be different for all Tauruses. You'll have to see how it resonates in your life following the full moon on March 1st. On March 4th, Mercury is aligning with your ruler, Venus. And this is in an area that has to do with your friendships, has to do with your social situation, has to do with technology. So, if you're a single Taurus, this is a great day, March 4th. I don't know if you want to try online dating potentially. I don't know if you're into that or not. Even if you aren't, you might want to just give it a try. You might have some luck here because Mercury is communication, and it's in this area of technology. It's aligning with Venus, the planet of love. So, potentially you might get lucky in love. You might find somebody you really like online, or, maybe if you're not doing online dating, you might want to check out your friends list on Facebook or, whatever. Maybe there's somebody on social media who you're interested in, or potentially they might be interested in you. Maybe you want to send them a flirty comment, or, whatever you like to do, however you want to connect with them, DM, whatever you want to do. And if you are coupled up already, then this is a great day for maybe you and your significant other to go out to one of your favorite social venues together. On March 8th, Jupiter is going retrograde. And this has to do with your relationship situation, Taurus. And Jupiter is going to retrograde until July 10th. So this is a period of review when it comes to relationship, Taurus. It's like some of you, the reason why Jupiter is retrograding is because the universe wants you to focus on something that has to do with your relationship. So some of you, are you ready to take it to the next level? And if you are, then that's awesome. And that might be the reason why Jupiter is staying here, because it wants you to focus. It's trying to say, hey, maybe you're ready, Taurus. For some of you, you're ready to take your relationship to the next level. Now, for others of you, not so much. If things are just going on and it's not that great, then potentially R for retrograde, R for release. And I'm not saying all Tauruses are going to let go of somebody while Jupiter's retrograding from March 8th until July 10th. But if your situation's not great, don't lie to yourself, if you're genuinely not happy, it's maybe time to let go so you can allow Jupiter to bring someone better into your life who's more aligned with who you are. On March 11th, Mars is aspecting Uranus. This has something to do with, Uranus is the unexpected, and this has to do with maybe a secret, something that's tied to a shared resource situation, potentially all of a sudden spontaneous closed door conversations coming up. Might have to do with a business partnership for others of you. For one group of you, maybe this has to do with a contract or a business deal, or potentially has to do with an investment. It's going to be different for all of you. On March 13th, the Sun is aspecting positively to Jupiter. This is a great aspect. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the forecast, you have multiple aspects this month, especially if you're a single Taurus, to connect with somebody in the digital world for relationships. So, check out social media. Is there somebody on social media who's attracted to you, or vice versa? Maybe you want to give online dating a try if you're single. And like I said, once again, this aspect, if you're coupled up already and you're happy with who you're with, this aspect's great for you and your significant other to maybe go out with your friends. Or if you're not going out with your friends, then, potentially you're going to be attending a social event together. If that's not the case, maybe just go out somewhere social together. You're really going to have a great time on March 13th. On March 17th, there's a new moon. This new moon has to do with your friendships. It has to do with your technology. It has to do with your social life. So the new moon's going to hit on March 17th, the 6 months that follow March 17th. Now, potentially some of you, some new technology coming into your life. Like the iPhone 8 just came out. Well, it didn't just come out, but, iPhone 8, iPhone 10, whatever. I'm not saying you're going to get a new iPhone. I'm just saying, maybe it's time for updating your technology. If you have a dinosaur phone, get rid of that thing. Time to get a new phone. If you have to do a software update, or, anything that you could think of regarding your technology, it's going to be new, because it's going to hit, the new moon in this area is going to hit on March 17th. Now, all of a sudden, some new technology stuff is coming into your life in the 6 months that follow March 17th. Now, for others of you, this might have to do with friendships or your social situation. Potentially, this might have to do with some sort of connection that you're going to make online sometime in the 6 months that follow March 17th. It could be a connection with somebody on social media, could be a connection, if you're going to do internet dating, whatever your situation is. On March 22nd, here we go, Mercury retrograde. Yeah, it's when the planet looks like it's going backwards. It's not really going backwards, but it looks like it is. It causes communication issues. It's going to be going retrograde until mid-April, so April 15th. For you, this has to do with, some of you might have some sort of reoccurring private conversation that's coming up, potentially all of a sudden closed door conversation coming up sometime between March 22nd and April 15th. You've probably already talked about this before. Others of you potentially, there might be, some of you really might need to let go of something in your life, and there's a conversation coming up about it again. Mercury's in this area. Retrograde has to do with R for retrograde, R for release, Taurus. Some of you are just holding on to something that's no good for you. I don't know why you're holding on to it, but you are. Mercury retrograde would suggest that maybe there's a delay with you letting go of something that you might need to let go of. I'm not saying that all of you need to let go of something, but if you are a Taurus that really needs to let go of something in your life, some kind of outdated situation or whatever, it's time to let go, Taurus. And on March 25th, Venus is going to aspect Jupiter. And this might have to do with a secret attraction that you have for somebody. I'm not saying all Tauruses have secret attractions. This aspect suggests that potentially some of you do. You got Venus, the planet of love, in your area of secrets. It's aspecting Jupiter, which is in your area of relationship, secret love relationship. Some of you, if you do have a secret love relationship, March 25th, right around March 25th, might be a time where some of you are making a connection. Now, if that's not the case, Maybe others of you are working on something creative behind the scenes. On March 31st, there's a full moon. This has to do with your work situation. So a full moon brings changes. It's, potentially going to see some kind of, I'm not saying all Tauruses are just going to get up and go to another company or whatever. That's not the case. No. Some Tauruses, you like what you're doing. There's just maybe going to be some changes. You're going to maybe see some changes happening around you in your workplace. One group of Taurus, maybe you're going to change roles, or, if you're not changing roles, maybe you're changing the way you're operating within your existing role, or maybe there's going to be a development of some sort in your existing role. For others of you, maybe if you do want to do something different work-wise, this is your opportunity, Taurus. So March 31st, there's going to be a full moon in your area that has to do with your work situation. If you want to make a change of what you're doing, this is the time to do it. Now, this is also going to have to do with your daily process, potentially changing your daily process. Others of you might see some sort of development regarding your health, potentially going to start working out more. And that's all for you this month, Taurus. Thank you for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, share, and like. I'm on Instagram as Gregory Furlan Astrology, so make sure to follow me there. Thank you very much. Have a great month, and I'll see you next time.